Hello, Manager here, and today we're back with ESR. So in the last episode, I'm trying to think. Let's actually just recap this. So we started a new series, Eastern Starlight Romance, a visual novel. So it's not from the same crew that made the Busy Person series, unfortunately. Trust me, I'd be playing that shit if it was, but it's from a different crew. The website should be posted in a link if you guys are interested in checking out playing this game. Right now it is the demo. It's 3.0, just so you guys know. So I don't know how much of how far we're into this said demo, but from what I read, it's possibly about 10 hours or so. So if that's the case, then shit, we got a long series ahead of us. Plus, we still got Puppet. I don't even know how long that is. So we'll see how that turns out. So, so just to recap again, that part, let's talk about the story itself. So we start off with learning that Marissa's dad is dead. So shit, that's again, like I always say, good way to start off. So we attend the whole funeral thing, and then, now Marissa's on like a mission to become immortal, because, she doesn't want to exactly fear death and all that good shit. Now, the thing is, it sounds like it's gonna be a long process if we even get to that point from the looks of it, because right now we can interact with the characters, we have decisions based on how like a Busy Person did it, how you had decisions to make. But this one, a Busy Person, as you guys may recall, the two decisions, they're usually a bad ending. If you get one wrong, you get a bad ending. In this game, it seems like we dictate how we choose our event, so it's a lot different from that. So our decisions actually matter, because with a Busy Person, you kind of have one route. With this, you kind of have multiple routes, at least from what I'm understanding, of course. So we'll see how that plays out in the future. It's possible that you could do this, replay it, and get multiple routes. I'm assuming that's how it's going to turn out. I don't know how much, obviously, so we'll see how that turns out. So, I can't remember how many days, because this game has a system where it's based on days, because we started at the 1st of March, I believe, and then a few days passed. So hopefully I'm controlling the game. Let's see, right click, yeah, there we go. So we have some, so it's March the 5th, so I think 4 days have passed, if I'm correct. So we have some stats. We have Love, Weirdo, Damaku, Fairy, Kleptomania, Butterfingers, and Knowledge. So we have all those the stats. I'm not for sure how the stats are going to play out. I'm sure it's going to change according to how we deal with said characters. So, we'll see how that turns out. Let's see, return. And then I think that's about everything I need to really mention about. Marissa goes back to the shrine, chills for a bit after the whole funeral, meets with Alice, goes to the library, back at her house, and I think that's the main important part. Like, again, she's still researching to be an immortal, so that's her main goal at the moment. So, excuse me, so let's continue on. I don't think there's music right now. Listen to the sound, because I'm looking at my sound, the sounds option, and it's not muted, so I'll have to wait till music plays or something. And oh, god damn it, I forgot. I have to speak every single word now. Oh, I hate that so much, because it's gonna be painful. I'm really missing Busy Person, where I just read it. Okay, all right, let's do this. My throat was gonna kill me after this. I woke up to find I had fallen asleep with a book. It took me a few minutes to get the circulation back into my arm where the book had blocked it. Still, that studying had been useful. I'd pieced together a little more of my notes. I felt confident that I was where I had left off a couple years back in my potion creation schemes, not to figure out how to do it right. I probably should keep trying to jar some ideas loose with outside information. Maybe I could see what Kokuma had gathered for me. With that thought, I grabbed my things and headed for the home of the Scarlet Devil. As I headed off towards the lake, I suddenly felt like I was being watched. Actually, this feeling had persisted for the past few days, but suddenly it was a lot more intense, like someone was boring holes into my back with her eyes. I'd grown tired of it, so I figured I'd take the direct approach. Is someone there? When no one answered after a bit, I concluded that my imagination was playing tricks on me. Perhaps I was a bit too keyed up over this whole mortality thing. A few steps later, I realized very quickly that it wasn't my imagination at all. Plan to get Marissa's heart number 218. That does not sound like a good thing. Go. My heart? Who said that? This time, I'll definitely sweep you off your feet, Marissa, I promise. From the bushes, a familiar Kappa had appeared. It was Nidori Kawashiro, the odd Kappa from the Yokai Mountain. That explained why she was keeping hidden, although not necessarily the plan number 218. This time, 218? What happened to others 217? And what's this about my heart? It's simple, Marissa. Would you like to go to the flower viewing festival this week with me? Oh, right. The last cherry blossom viewing of the season. I figured I'd make an appearance, but... no thanks. Completely shut down. Blasted. I felt a little bad about shutting her down so quickly, but I figured I should try and nip this one in the bud before it becomes a problem. I wasn't looking for a date. Well then, there's only one thing to do. Huh? I'll just have to change her mind. Plan number 219, go. The fact that she's gotten this much plans, I'm questioning what the fuck is going on. Man, this Neri here makes Alice pale and from the busy person, a pale in comparison. That makes Alice look like an ordinary person. And I can't believe I'm actually saying that, but holy shit! Even Alice didn't have this much plans to entice Marissa or whatever Neri is going for. 219. How many of these plans does she have? And why haven't I heard the first 217? Exactly. That's what I'm saying, girl. This girl's whack. It has been said that diamonds are a girl's best friend. It's been said that money is sexy. Thus, with this, my newest invention, I plan on killing two birds with one stone. Behold, the Grand Gem Generator Mark V. Mark V. So she's made 4 of them already? Diamonds are one of the most precious gems in the world, and yet they are composed of a very common element. Carbon, yes. Simple carbon, the same material that the body is composed of, as well as simple things like graphite. Thus, watch as I feed the Grand Gem Generator a simple handful of graphite and organic material. In a few seconds, it will generate my very own diamond. Yo, I'm just saying, if you had a machine that could make your own diamond, you'd be probably one of the richest motherfuckers ever. No, I don't know what the price value of diamonds is. I just know that they're expensive because, you know, if you're buying that shit for your significant other. But damn, man, damn, that can get expensive. Now, generating your own diamond, I mean, if you did it secretly and then you start selling it, then yeah, you can make a lot. But everybody had this, and obviously I think the value would go down. But I mean, Neri's onto some good shit right there, man. Put this in the outside world for some lucky bastard and he'd be just banking it. If it works, anyway. If it works, that's the good question. I didn't understand any of that, but it looked like she had a handful of rocks and hair. I watched as Neri put the rock and hair into the strange device. It rumbled for a bit, then true to Kappa's claim, a small diamond came out. Behold, a diamond. What do you think? Well, I can't exactly see, so I don't know how amazing this diamond looks. I had to admit, the effect was kind of impressive, although kind of gross. It was hard to imagine that the tiny gem in Neri's hand used to be her hair. Hey, what they don't know won't hurt them, okay? I mean, imagine eating, you know, fast food restaurant. We don't know. I think we know kind of the shit that goes into it. You know, it's best you don't know. All right. However, before I could really reply, the box interrupted me. Warning, warning, internal systems error. Warning, warning. I couldn't tell what was happening, but warning seemed self-explanatory enough. I threw up the fastest barrier spell I could muster. Probably a good thing too, since in the next second, the box exploded. Literally blasted. Like, you can't go more than that. Cough, cough. Blast. I hate it when that happened. That's the 5th time this week. 5th time. She did say Mark 5, but you know, damn. Plan number 219 is failed. Marissa, do not worry. I'll return with a better plan next time. I stared at the ground for a bit, marveling at how such a tiny box could produce such an awesome explosion. After a bit, it seemed clear that she wasn't coming back, so I continued on. Honestly, I wasn't sure what to make of it, but at least she was out of my way. For now. I continued on to the Scarlet Devil Mansion.